People, bear with me a second. Oh, hope everybody's having a good day. Give me a second. Let's share this out. I've only got a little bit of time I can chat, so maybe about 30 minutes or so. I've got a lot I'm trying to get done. Working on some covers, working on commissions, of course. Need to get some stuff packed here shortly to take to the post office. Um, hang on one second. Just dawned on me. Dang, hang on. All right, I need to do that in a minute. I'll do it in a minute. Anyway, so I figured I'd chat with you guys for a minute, talking about updates and stuff. We've got for those that may not have seen the post or the information on the Kickstarter, I just want to remind everyone we had a printing problem with the original printer that we were going to use for the PsychoSal Collector's Edition Omnibus for the Kickstarter. For those that may have missed that previous video where we talked about it, or what was going on, we had that Kickstarter ended a couple months ago, and we're still within the window of getting it done in the time frame. Because again, most Kickstarters don't ship for 6 months to almost a year after they end. We've always been faster than that, but we've never had had to deal with a hardback before. So one of the first problems we ran into that we really had no clue would be a problem is the printer we normally use. I love that I have internet interruptions and I'm sitting here hard plugged to the Starlink. That's amazing. That he needs to spend less time sending rockets to the moon to crash and more time working on his damn internet. That's what Elon Musk needs to do. But anyway, so we had to find a different printer, and it took us a couple weeks to find a printer, and then that was off the suggestion of someone else that said they had used them in a previous time and said, check out this person. So to give you a quick breakdown, we sent the guy an email, told him what we needed to print, asked him could he handle it, what his prices would be. It took over a week just to get an answer from him on that single email. And the prices were fair. We were like, okay, we can work with that. What's the formatting size you need for your printer? Replied to his email the same day, the one that he sent. Then another week and a half goes by, and he finally replies to that email with his formatting information for his printers. So we got that. Lori spent a couple days formatting the pages, 220 pages for the hardback, and she got them all formatted to his printer. So then we sent that to him and said, hey, here's the formatted pages. Are these correct for your printer? Will this work? Let us know so we can get the order put in. So another 4 or 5 days goes by, and he finally answers that email saying, okay, got your email. These look good. Let me double check them to make sure there's nothing else I need, and I'll get back to you. Didn't hear anything for 4 weeks after that email. Then I think Lori sent a follow email up at around the 4-week, 4.5 week time frame saying, hey, what's going on? Are we good to go? And the guy finally answered her after a few days, talking about he was having to deal with something with his wife. And look, don't get me wrong. I understand shit happens and family stuff happens and work stuff happens and all this other things can throw monkey wrenches into stuff. But if you're going to run a business, you need to learn how to answer emails in a timely manner. And a week and a half later, 4 weeks later, 3 weeks later, is totally unacceptable if you're going to run a business. Like I said, I understand stuff happens and you might be dealing with family stuff. I totally get that. But it takes all of 30 seconds to, answer an email saying, hey, we're dealing with stuff. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But anyway, so he says, oh, hey, yeah, I'm dealing with something. As soon as I get a chance, I'll look at those. So then another couple of weeks went by. We're at like, just ridiculously time invested in this guy. And we haven't even put the order in yet. We hadn't even got to that point of paying him yet. So then another week or two goes by. She never heard anything else. And I didn't either. So at that point, we washed our hands of him and started looking for a different printer. So we spent a couple of weeks chasing down another printer that could do the hardbacks and do the softbacks and wasn't, crazy expensive without going outside the country because I refused to print my books in China. So we finally got Lori found another printer and we contacted them. They told us the formats for their for their printer. Lori spent another day or two reformatting 220 pages again because every printer is different with the equipment they use. So she got it reformatted. We've got them ready to go and over to the printer. We just got to wait for our turn in the queue. But again, I apologize for the month and a half to almost 2 month delay for that. But sometimes this happens. This is why we put these long dates on these projects because even though my team busts their ass to get the books done within 30 days, and then we launched the Kickstarter, we still have to wait 3 months for the Kickstarter because the pay over time option that so many of you wanted us to do, we can't print the books till we know exactly all the stuff is paid for and it's not about the money, it's knowing what to print. So, the Kickstarter ran for, I think 20 days. Then it took another 60 days to collect all the funds from the pay over time option. Then we put the order into the printer. Then that got delayed, dealing with this jackass. So anyway, everything's fine now. The printer is going to be able to handle it. The books are formatted, so we're good to go. Let's see. So updates in general. I am working on commissions. I'm chiseling away at the commission list. A lot of 11 by 17 multiple character commissions. So those are always a bit time consuming in general, but getting those done. We also, the website is up to date now. The only thing I need to add is the new Absolute Wonder Woman print to the website. We need to add the few Absolute Psycho Sal issue number 1s that we have left over, the Cowtown Comic Con exclusive. I've got a few of those. Let's see. Also, I just opened up the Baller Remark sale that I do like once a year. And that's where, you can get a, black and white head sketch on a blank, that's about that big. It's a little bit bigger than normal remarks that people do. They go right there in the center of the book. So that way you can add some other remarks around it by other artists or whatever you want to do. That sale is open right now. It'll run for a day or so, or until all the available spots fill up. Um, so go grab you one of those. It's a great way to get an original commission that, like I said, it's bigger than what most people do for remarks. We try to give you a little bit more bang for your buck. Um, the let's see what else we got going. Of course, we got Comic-Con appearances next month. What were they? Hang on, I'll tell you. So next month for September, I will be at Tucson Comic Con the 4th through the 6th in Tucson, Arizona. Huge thank you to Brian Polito for bringing me out to that con. That was really awesome of him to give me an invite. I'll also be at Fan Expo Dallas the 11th through the 13th in Dallas, Texas. A huge thank you to Kevin Boyd for bringing me out as a guest invite for that show. And then the third weekend of the month, I will be at UltraCon, the 18th through the 20th. So a huge thank you to UltraCon for bringing me out as a pro invite for that show. Also, which we will have a Psycho Sal exclusive for UltraCon. Did I have that image saved on? Hold on one second. Let me see if I don't think I had it saved on my computer. Yep, there it is. Let me save this. So let me show you guys what this looks like. And a huge thank you to Nicholas, of course, for doing the exclusive for UltraCon. Oh, that's not it. Where'd it go? Did it not save? Hang on one second. That was weird. Okay, so here we go. So there is the UltraCon exclusive little Joker homage kind of thing. It's not homaging a cover or anything. It's just kind of Jokerish inspired. I thought it was kind of fun. I wanted to do something a little different. But huge thank you to Nicholas with Realistic Comics for wanting to do the exclusive. We have, we have, hold on a second. We have that order put into the printer. They should be here the first week or two of, damn it. Hang on one second. I'm trying to find, I was going to show you the back of the cover too. Man, where is everybody this morning? So yeah, so like I said, a huge thank you to the guys at UltraCon for bringing me out. A huge thank you to Nicholas with Realistic Comic Books for doing the exclusive for Psycho Sal. I believe this makes our 8th Comic-Con exclusive for Psycho Sal #1, which is pretty damn cool. Beautiful colors on the cover by Dave Kemp. So yeah, so you guys be ready for that. I don't know if he's going to do any type of pre-sale. For people that can't attend the show, some retailers don't like doing those. They want to take them straight to the con, sell them at the con, which is, that's what they're meant to be done with. Some people do a little bit of pre-sale just to kind of give some of the people that can't be there an opportunity to grab the book. And then some people will take them to the con, and if they have anything left over, they'll sell them at that point to people that can't be there, and or they might go live at the event and give you guys a chance to grab that particular cover. But yeah, it was a fun piece to do. Like I said, a little bit of a kind of a Jokerish style to it. I'm a big Joker fan, Batman and stuff. So, but yeah, like I said, a huge thank you to UltraCon, a huge thank you to Nicholas for wanting to do the exclusive. I know we're going to have regular covers, lava foils, and metals. I'm not sure if he's doing anything outside of that. He might be doing some of the embossed one of ones. I can't remember offhand. Yeah, so he will be doing. So he's doing 30 regular trade dress, 15 lava foil trade dress, 10 metal trade dress. Then he's doing one of one embossed foil, lava foil trade dress, and he's doing one of one embossed metal trade dress. So yeah, so that'll be a lot of fun right there too. Like I said, a lot of people will dig that cover. Um, we'll also be doing the cover announcement here soon for the new Ripper Jean cover. So that we'll show that here soon. The colors are done with the colors Dave Kemp did, and we'll do that cover reveal here soon. Just waiting on Jason Turner to send me the trade dress logoed cover so I can do a cover reveal. I am working on the pencils for the next Nut Brigade cover, Nut Brigade issue number 3. I am working on the pencils for the Absolute Ferryman exclusive, for Chris Hayes. Cannot wait for you guys to see this cover design. I'm starting the pencils on the next Path of the Pale Rider cover for issue number 9 with Lori Calcaterra. Let's see what else we got going on. Make sure you guys have subscribed to the website if you haven't. Again, that is where we're going to do a subscribers only giveaway here soon. And that is where we're pretty much going to be doing most of the giveaways from this point forward. So make sure you guys are subscribed to that. Let's see. I'm trying to think if there's something I'm forgetting. I don't think so. I've got all the Soundwave medals shipped out. I've got all the original art shipped out. The only one I've got left to do is Juan's. I got to draw a piece of art for it before I can ship his. Ed. It'll be a moment before I ship Ed Hernandez's piece out because I got to do a commission for him. So I'll just put it all in the same box. Let's see. The people who ordered the Wolfman commissions on the new Wolfman blanks, I'll be tackling those here real soon and get those in the mail to you. I've got to do a Bride of Frankenstein for John. I think that's it. I think that's it for the updates. I mean, I'm sure I'm forgetting something. I'm sure I'm forgetting something, but man, where is everybody this morning? Normally there's a handful. Well, I mean, I know it's 8:30 in the morning, but let's see. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think I'm forgetting anything. If I am, I'll talk about it at a later time. Definitely go check out the website. Like I said, everything that. Oh no, I take that back. I just came back from a show, so I got to update the website again. Boy, I gotta figure out some way to link my square to my website. I don't even know if you can. I don't even know how that would work. I wish there was a way to link my Shopify to my square. That way, when I sell stuff off my table at shows, it pulls from the inventory. And I'm sure there's a way to do it. I just got to figure it out. Um, Also got something big, big in the works. Um, I'm working on that cover right now because sadly I have to do the cover, get it finished pencil wise, and then submit that to them for approval to see if I can get the cover. So I have to do all the work and pray that they like it. So, 10, 12 hours worth of drawing and hope it works. But if it works, it's big. I can't tell you much more than that, sadly. Just keep your eyes, on the page because I promise you, if we get the go on that, you'll know. You'll definitely know. It's big. Fingers crossed, man. We've kind of been on this edge once before where we thought something was going to go our way and somebody threw a monkey wrench in it. But this is a different story. Like, I don't have to worry about this person throwing a monkey wrench in it. That's for sure. But if we pull this off and it gets approved, it's big. It's big, big. It's huge. It's absolutely huge. But like I said, I can't tell you much more than that. Obviously, I don't want to jinx myself, but I don't want to, we're just not allowed to talk about things like that until we know what's up. So we shall see. Fingers crossed, man. Fingers crossed. But anyway, I'm going to get off here, guys. I need to get back downstairs. I'm working on commissions and cover work today, so I'm bouncing back and forth from project to project, keeping the ball moving on multiple things. Appreciate everybody's patience on everything. I appreciate everybody's understanding with the printer issue and trying to get that fixed. If any of you have been talking in chat and I'm not acknowledging you, I'm not ignoring you. I'm not seeing your chat. I just always want to um, you know, we have, sadly, we have that problem every once in a while when it comes to these live videos. Chat doesn't show up, or it doesn't show up till later. So my main thing is, like I said, I just want to make sure you knew that if you are saying anything in the video and I'm not acknowledging you, it's not because I'm ignoring you. Every time we turn around, Facebook has issues. I mean, it's really bad these days. Unless you're fitting a certain agenda that the algorithm pushes, whether it's stupidity or half nakedness or political. We kind of get buried. The algorithm doesn't work. The taggings don't work half the time. It's a real nightmare for that type of stuff. And so that's one of the reasons why it's super important to be subscribed to the website, because then you'll get updates for, all the stuff. Because like I said, we're going to be operating the website here soon a lot more appropriately for, considering how much I pay for a damn website monthly. Andrea's helping out. She's going to take over the website and keeping it up to date and sending out notifications and things like that. So that'll be a huge help. What's up, Michael? Good morning. Good morning. Let me double check and make sure this damn video is set. I mean, it's showing set to public. We had that problem there at 1.2. Videos were set to private for some odd reason, and we've had to go in and make sure they were set to public. which is so stupid. But anyway, like I said, I'm going to get off here. That's the updates. If you missed the video, go back and watch it. I give you plenty of updates. I mean, there's like 6 or 7 of you in here. One person saying hi. So I guess everybody else is just maybe clearing notifications. I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to get off here and get back to work. Like I said, I think that's it. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. Like I said, on the website, we'll update that again this weekend because I sold a bunch of stuff this past weekend at Bell County Comic Con. So I do need to update the website with inventory. So we'll do that this weekend. I'll also get the absolute what's left of the Absolute Psycho Sal #1 books added to the website. I'll get the new Absolute Wonder Woman print added to the website also this weekend. But a heads up, this weekend I'm home. I will not be working on work-related stuff Saturday and Sunday. I will be doing stuff around the house because we still have a bunch to do. So I will be tackling home stuff while I'm home. During the week, I've been working on commissions and I'd stop for lunch and do a couple things while I was, cooking food or whatever. And then I go back to work and then, I'd work till around, 5 or 6. And then I'd work around on house stuff, a few hours after that. But I've got to make sure I tackle some of this home stuff while I'm home. So me and Andrea will be spending tomorrow and Sunday doing more house related stuff, getting things like that tackled. Yep, you too, Michael. But and then I'll be back on commissions Monday. I took, as far as travel's concerned, I only booked one show for August, just like I did for June and July. I booked one show per month for those. And normally I have 2 or 3. I just did one per. So that way I could be working on commissions and cover work and house stuff, trying to get a lot of things done all at once. But September, I'm back to normal. I've got 3 shows in September. I think a couple shows in October. Then we have the wedding in October. I think I have 1 or 2 shows in November. What's up, Monica? What's up, everybody? Good morning. Good morning. Hope everybody's having a great day. What's up, Jason? Rewiring Alice. All right, awesome. And Jason, I'm almost done with your piece. Just a heads up. For those that don't know, I was doing a fun homage cover for Jason, that he put in at MegaCon earlier this year. And he wasn't in a rush, just get to it when I can, which I appreciate that from people when they allow me to do that. It allows me to bounce around with other projects that have heavier deadlines. But I was doing a fun homage for him. It was an homage to a Batman cover by Neil Adams, I believe, is who drew that cover. But it was Psycho Sal. So it's on a Psycho Sal blank, but it's an homage to a Batman cover with Joker on the front, I believe. Yeah, it was Joker. And I started the piece a while back. And every once in a while, I jump back over and work on it a little bit and then jump back on hard deadline stuff. Well, then we bought the house. We, spent a week packing and another week moving everything, and then another week unpacking as much as we could. A lot of it, sadly, I was having to do by myself because everybody else worked regular jobs. I was the only one that could take off to do that. And somewhere and I don't know how the hell it's gotten misplaced, because normally commissions on blanks that I'm working on, I keep in my backpack. They don't lay around in the office or anything like that. 11 by 17s usually stay in my backpack also because it'll hold 11 by 17. So normally commissions and cover work, whether it's 11 by 17 or whether it's on sketch covers, is in my backpack. So I don't know what happened. I can't find that book. So I've had to start over on another one. Now we still have some boxes from the moving we haven't unpacked yet. No clue why it would be in one of those boxes unless it was something that was in my office and maybe someone that was helping us on one of the few days we had help, maybe they picked it up and stuck it in another box. Maybe it's possible I could have had it sitting in the living room, during one of those moments where I was working on it and somebody picked it up and stuck it in a random box just to pack stuff, because we had such a tight window. I mean, I'm not joking. Like, we literally had 4 days to pack 2 homes and move them an hour and a half away. That U-Haul, I had that U-Haul for 4 days, and 3 hours per day was spent driving. An hour and a half here, hour and a half back to get more loads. So 4 days of 12-hour days, and I only had help on 2 of those days. So it's possible it's in one of those boxes. I'm sure I'll find the damn thing once I finish the other one, because that's how that shit goes. It could have accidentally got stuck in one of the long boxes, because I haven't had a chance to look through those. But I'm sure I'll find that damn 10-hour commission, because it was almost done. It was probably 70% completed. Like, there was a little bit of pencil work left, and then it would have got color and ink. Like, it was almost done. So like I said, I'm sure I'll find the damn thing once I finish the second one. It never fails, man. That's how that shit goes. It's just like with with car tools or anything like that. When you can't find a tool and you finally say, to hell with it, I'm tired of looking, and you go buy another one, I shit you not, within a week, you find the other one. It never fails. So I'm sure that's what'll happen. And the bad thing is if I find it, I can't sell it. So that was, 7 hours worth of work that I can't do shit with, because it's someone's personal commission, on the one I redid. Shit happens. I mean, there's nothing we can do about that, man. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes shit gets stolen. We've had moments where artists have had commissions picked up off of their tables. They're working on at shows. What's up, Patrick? Not too much, man. Yeah, y'all be sure to watch the video. I gave you guys some good information on there, including the update on the printer for the Absolute Psycho Sal Collector's Edition Omnibus. Again, I'm so sorry for the month-and-a-half delay on that. I never would have thought we'd had this much trouble with a printer. You would think people that run businesses would want to make money, but I guess that's not the case. That dude jerked us around for 7 weeks. But anyway, so we found another printer. All that's done. All that information is at the front of the video, so I'm not going to dig back into it. Make damn sure you guys are subscribed to the website, though. A lot of you are not subscribed to the website. So please go do it. Don't worry. We don't share out your information. We don't spam your email with lots of updates. You might get 1 or 2 emails a month from the website. Andrea is being gracious enough to take over my website so it can be maintained a bit better. At some point, we will be doing an eBay store also that's connected to the website. So there'll be a different avenue for people to find us. Because again, Facebook doesn't work worth a shit. And again, another reminder, since I didn't mention it earlier in the video, a lot of you keep asking about the Psycho Sal or Cursed Moonlight and stuff merch. Andrea is going to be printing t-shirts and hats and stuff in-house. She bought the equipment. She wants to kind of start doing some t-shirts and stuff as a side gig for other people that can hire her to print shirts for them. So we are going to be adding Psycho Sal t-shirts, hoodies, tank tops, snapback hats, things like that, with Psycho Sal on it, Cursed Moonlight, etc. All that will be going on the website here soon. We're even going to do some fun parody type stuff. So stuff like, like Psycho Sal as a toddler type t-shirts. Psycho Sal with funny titles on the shirts, you know, like Stabbing Her Deeply, stuff like that. Crap we've made jokes about. So yeah, like I said, make sure you subscribe to the website, because the website is the only place that stuff will be available. Also, for future artist exclusives I do, whether it's Image Comics, Dynamite, or whatever, the ones I pay for, the ones I do under my label, the pre-sales will take place on the website. We won't really do any pre-sales on Facebook. We'll just be sharing the link to the website, and it's first come, first serve on those exclusives. The same thing will apply to when I do Curse Moonlight or Psycho Sal exclusives for myself for Comic-Cons. So that's, again, under my label that's being sold through me. They will take place through the website also. So please make sure you're subscribed to them. But anyway, let me get off here, guys. Like I said, I couldn't chat but a little bit with you. I've got to get back to work on these commissions. Like I said, I'm working on a bunch of 11x17s, double character type commission, full body, full background, full color in some cases. So very time consuming. So I appreciate everybody being patient on the commission list. And don't get me wrong, I understand I'm still way ahead of the curve on the deadlines and stuff, but still though, I always feel like I'm not moving fast enough. And I know that's not true, but still you can't really get that out of your head. I do have a shipment of stuff that's going to CGC here soon. Some of you have already ordered CGC stuff. Yours is going in that batch. As I told you guys, I only ship to CGC once a month now, and it has to be 10 or more books. So sometimes that's every month, and sometimes it might be once every 2 months. So again, I've always explained that to everyone. When I'm sending stuff to CGC, it has to make sense for it to go in. Otherwise, there's no point in me messing with it. You might as well get your own CGC account. You know what I mean? So I always do 10 books minimum, and I try to send books in once a month, or worst case scenario, once every 2 months. I don't do them as frequently as I used to. It was just way too much hassle and everything, and too much to keep up with on top of everything else I'm keeping up with. I know I'm saying a lot. I swear I feel like I'm forgetting something. I don't think I am. Make sure you guys go grab you one of the Baller Remark commissions. For you guys that want an original piece of art without breaking the bank, that sale is going on right now. And again, a reminder, they do not interfere with anyone's commission list orders. I always do headshots, or I do remarks, or those types of things as warm-ups in the mornings. Every artist does warm-ups, whether it's doodles or whether it's little headshots or remarks. Every artist does remarks first thing in the mornings for an hour or so before they jump into commission work. That way everything's nice and fresh and limber, and they're ready to rock and roll. Everyone does this. I just, use remarks, or I use headshots to kind of do that instead of random doodles. So go grab you one of those. $60 plus shipping, black and white. They're about that big on the center of the blank. You pick out the character. I'll find a blank that works with that character, and I'll get it knocked out and in the mail to you. But $60 plus shipping for technically an $80 remark. Again, it's a Baller Remark, so it's about that size. So most remarks are around about that size. Ours is a little bigger. Definitely more detailed than a lot of people's remarks. So go grab you one. It's a great way to get an original piece of art without breaking the bank. Like I said, $60 plus shipping. And you can add color to them if you want to for an additional fee. But yeah, go grab you one, guys. You guys are always talking about you want discounts, you want sale events. Oh, I wish more artists did this, this, and this. Well, there's your one right now. Go grab it before all of them are sold out. Because I only do a handful of spots when I do those, because I can't leave them unlimited. People order them like crazy. And then you end up drawing the attention of flippers, and now they're buying them and selling them for $200, $300 damn dollars because of pure damn greed and silliness. So I only run a certain amount of them for a short time frame to try to give the fans the chance to grab them before the retailers or the flippers or people like that see what's going on, and then they try to jump on the bandwagon. But anyway, I'm going to get off here. You guys have a great day. Love you. Be good. Talk to you later. What's up, Ryan? Be sure to watch the video from the start. It gives you updates on everything that's going on right now. But yeah, you guys have a great day. I'm going to get downstairs and get back to work. I think that's it though. I'm not. Oh, and for those, a couple of you have asked, and I know I haven't posted it, but yes, for those that have asked, the Absolute Wonder Woman original 11x17 pencils will go up for sale. That was not a commission for someone, which is why it took me so long to get it done. That was me working on a personal project in my little bit of free time here and there. So that will be up for sale. Existing fans, per usual, you'll get your return customer discount on things like that. So if you want to inquire on it, feel free to send me a PM. But that is 11x17 fully rendered pencils for the new Absolute Wonder Woman. And yes, for those that have asked, and there's the question. For those that have asked, oh, hell yes, there will be a metal version of that print. The colors, is it on my thing here? The colors, hang on one second. Let me show you for those that may not have seen it. I thought I had it saved on my computer, but I guess I didn't. Hang on one second. Come on, Facebook. Stop acting damn slow. Let me see if it was, did I save it to my computer? I guess I haven't saved it yet. Interesting. Hang on one second. Okay, there it is. Let me. So this color palette and beautiful insane colors by Dave Kemp, as per usual. This thing is going to look insane as a metal print. We're probably going to do a 30 print run on these. They do come signed. They do come numbered. They do come with my certificate of authenticities, my COAs. And we'll do them the normal price that I always do, $80 plus shipping. But it will be a limited print run. And as you guys know, or if you may not know, when we do metal prints of some of these pieces that I do, we only do a numbered print run. Once those sell out, we never, ever, ever print that metal again, unless it's in some kind of variant. And I think we've only done that once out of about 20 metals. And like I said, we don't do metals of everything. It's only certain characters with certain color palettes, because we want to, when we do the metal, we want that thing to be the most ridiculous color image you've ever seen. Which is, if you ever get a chance to see any of the metals I've done in the past in person, like I said, it's like 20 or so out of, I've done over the years, probably 60 prints, which isn't a lot, but we only run a certain number of prints at my table. The poison ivy. Yeah, that poison, like I'm always nervous about green. And at first I wasn't going to do the poison ivy one. But the guy who does my metals, he was like, no, he's like, trust me, that thing is going to look gorgeous in person. And it did. Now the only other green one I've ever done is the Dr. Doom. And that sucker was ridiculous as a metal. The green popped so good. It was a darker green, but it popped so good. But this one, oh my God, dude, this thing is going to look insane. The other thing somebody asked me about, if I would be willing to do it is a metal of this image, but as a blood. So we did this little promo thing for the omnibus. I think this was one of the stretch goals. It was a mini print. I think I could be wrong because I got to go back and look at my stretch goals. But anyway, we thought about doing this as a medal. I sort of for the people who've read Psycho Sal, they could buy this to put with their collection. Says I survived Psycho Sal, but it's done in the blood metal. So it's done in this red blood cover. So we still might do that. I'll let you guys know about that one because I need to get Dave to put a new red filter on this design so I can see how that would look. But I mean, it should look just as incredible as this. So that's something we're thinking about doing. But yeah, I'm gonna do the Absolute Wonder Woman medal. I might put that post up today, so be ready. It'll either go up today or it'll go up in the morning. But when it goes up, be ready because I'm only doing 30 of them. And I'm telling you, that Absolute Wonder Woman is going to be ridiculous. We've done some medals in the past with like the Bat Who Laughs and stuff that has these reds and whites in it. And they turned out so insanely gorgeous that it was just absolutely ridiculous. Like here's an example. I mean, obviously this medal, you can't see all the quality in a photograph. This is one of my baller painted remarks for those that don't know. Whenever I do these medals, you can get these baller painted remarks added on. These things are the size of a headshot that goes on a sketch blank. They're huge. But anyway, but these things, like when it comes to the blues and it comes to the reds and whites, my God, they pop so ridiculous on medals. They're gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. But anyway, but like I said, let me get off here. Like I said, that post will either go up tonight or it'll go up first thing in the morning, so be ready. But make sure you guys jump over and grab you one of those Baller Remark black and white sketches off the sale event. Like I said, it's only 10 of them. Once those 10 spots are gone, that closes. I do that sale once a year, so it's very kind of rare. But go grab you one. Great way to own an original without breaking the bank. And like I said, it's a Baller Remark, so it's a little bigger than standard remarks, but it still leaves some space on the book that you can go get some regular remarks from other artists at shows. But you pick out the character, anything comic related, and I'll find a blank that, you know, suits that universe for that character, and I'll get it knocked out for you. Like I said, again, to anyone on the commission list, don't worry. Those do not interfere with the commission list. I use those as warm-ups in the mornings, remarks and head sketches. I do those in the morning as remarks. I mean, as warm-ups. They do not affect your wait time on the commission list. So just want to say that. I don't want nobody freaking out on me, thinking that that's going to delay your orders. It does not. It has nothing to do with them. Every single pro artist does warm-ups for about an hour and a half first thing in the morning to get loose and get the energy flowing, get their hand motions and everything working from being asleep all night. Everyone does it. Some people do doodles. Some people do it the way I do it. But anyway, you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for hanging out with me for a few minutes while I gave you guys those updates. Watch the video again from start to finish. There's lots of information at the front. Again, go subscribe to the dang website. Also, if you are already subscribed on the website, please make sure your shipping information is correct on the website. If you don't have it on there, get it on there. If you've moved, please go check that, because when I ship stuff, whatever address is on my Shopify, on your subscription, that's what I'm going to ship to. So please go check your address on the website. And again, if you don't have your address on there, please get it updated. And if you haven't subscribed, please make sure, because we are going to be doing a subscriber only giveaway. I've been talking about it since February. subscriber only giveaway. I'm trying my damnedest to give you guys enough time to go get subscribed to the website. There's only about 350 of you subscribed, and there's 8,000 of you that's following me across social media. So we're missing a ton of you guys. The email subscription is free. It nets you, I think, 10% subscriber discount or something like that on all your purchases. We don't spam your email. We don't share your email with anyone. So there's no reason not to be subscribed to the website. But yeah, go do that. You guys have a great day. And I will talk to you all later. Take care, guys.